Greetings, everyone. Something crazy just happened, but things happen. That's why you got to be careful on this platform. But basically, as soon as I got on the platform, I tried to come over here and do something and accidentally clicked into a trade, and the trade ended up not winning. In fact, the chart looked crazy. But anyway, moving right along. So I'm just getting a chance to come on and take a look at things. Yeah, there must have been some type of news or something going on too, because I mean the chart was just moving back and forth. It's looking crazy. Y'all can go back and watch what was going on. It was craziness. But anyway, all right. So I'm not gonna worry about it. Things happen. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. That was just craziness. All right. So anyway, so this video is going to represent trade number 5 for the 2x project on QUOTEX. Markets are looking a little rough. I'm not seeing anything at all yet. Any possibilities, anything. So I will just take my time and observe and wait like I normally do. And we'll just give the market time. And when it's ready to give it up, it will. But of course, we have to be in tune with behavior and be in alignment with what's going on, and we'll be fine. And I may end up taking 2 trades because that trade that I accidentally clicked into cost me $25, and it's kind of putting me behind for the project. But I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna do my normal observation, and I will actually shoot for 2 trades, but I'm not gonna try to force anything. So we'll see what goes on. Yeah, that was kind of crazy. So, lesson learned: be very careful when you come on, especially when you're just logging on. And I know what happened when I went to share the screen. It shifted the entire chart down. You guys don't know exactly what I'm referring to, but what happens is that the whole chart moved down. So like where you see this button now, it was lower. Or actually it might have been higher at the time, whatever the case is. But when I clicked something over here, when I clicked in, it clicked on the down button and put me in a trade. So be careful. Be careful. All right. All right. So so there's definitely some wickedness going on. And let me see. I don't even know what pair that was. What market was that? That was the pound Aussie that I accidentally clicked in on. You can see it here. Pound Aussie. Mind you, when I first came on the platform, it was up, but I don't even have it up here because the percentage is so low. Yeah, the percentage is only 71%. Let me see something. Yeah, this is it right here. And I clicked in, and it happened to be this candle here with the long wick on the top and the long wick on the bottom. It just was moving crazy. Crazy. Yep. Craziness. I clicked in for a sell. It went all the way up here, and it came all the way back down. And by the time it ended up above where I clicked in at, and that cost me $25, but it's cool. It's cool. I'd rather you guys learn the lesson from me than to make these mistakes yourself. All right, so y'all just be aware of what you're doing. You know, be careful when you're moving around on this platform, and keep your mouse away from these buttons until you're ready to actually prepare yourself to enter into a trade. All right, y'all be careful. Be careful. This New Zealand actually looks pretty good. It's still early though. I think I'm gonna give this some time. Give it a little time. So New Zealand USD. We'll give that one some time. Right now, I'm kind of just browsing through, looking at things. and just waiting for behavior to set up properly on one of these markets. Once it does, I'll know it, and I will be prepared to actually trade. But until then, nothing to do aside from observe. So we'll just keep our eye on things. Yeah, this New Zealand is setting up. It's still has some of that wickedness in it that you guys always hear me make reference to. I don't like the wickedness. I like to wait as long as I can until that subsides. And then, there's a more clear movement going on within whatever the cycle of the behavior is. So I saw a comment that someone posted on the last video. They were asking about these markets and whether I was using Trader's Way, which is an outside charting platform. And the answer is no. Many times, these markets on this particular platform are what is referred to as OTC. You can actually see it now. I just pulled up this list. You can see, for example, New Zealand is OTC right now. CAD Yen OTC. New Zealand Yen OTC. All of the markets are not always OTC, but if they are OTC, which stands for over the counter, which means that it's just simply internal market movement versus movement in the open Forex markets. So it's just the internal movement of the market on the platform, whatever that algorithm may be. Does it matter to me? No, it does not. Why? Because it's still a market and it still moves the same way any market moves. So you still have to observe and to interpret and study the behavior of the movement and then make your trading decisions accordingly, just as you would any other market. So just because it's not in sync or in alignment with the movement in the open Forex market doesn't mean that there's no opportunity to trade it. And you just have to understand that this platform makes OTC available and it gives you an opportunity to trade the markets even when the open markets are not available. So a lot of times you'll notice that the open markets could be closed. Sometimes, for example, on the weekends, many of the open Forex markets you don't have access to through your broker because your broker closes for the weekend. Nadex, for example, they shut down on the weekend. They end trading on Friday afternoon at 4, and then they resume trading on Sunday evening at 6. And during that time over the weekend, you can't trade. Now, on the contrary, on this particular platform, you can trade because they have the OTC market. So these OTC markets just simply mean that you have an opportunity to trade even when the open Forex markets are not available for trading. So the internal movement of the market in OTC on the platform, that's what you're trading. You need to understand movement. See, what I say holds true no matter what, regardless of how you try to, slice it or dice it. The bottom line is that you need to understand market movement, period. That's not optional. You have to understand how the market moves. That's it. It's not an option. And until you start to understand movement, you won't trade successfully because whether you're trading OTC, whether you're trading the open market, it doesn't matter what you're trading. If you don't understand movement, you're not going to be consistently profitable anyway. So it doesn't even matter. Doesn't matter if it's OTC or not. Doesn't matter if it's in sync with the open forex markets or not. On this platform, there's all type of things you can trade. They have crypto. I don't think any crypto's up right now, but they got commodities, silver, U.S. crude. These are all OTC, gold, OTC. So that means that they are trading off of the internal movement of whatever the market is. They got stocks, all of the stocks, OTC. Some of the indexes here that they have, these are now running in real time because these markets are available to trade. It's daytime now. So you got the DAX, the FTSE, the Nikkei, NASDAQ, S&P 500. All of these are available for you to trade binaries on this platform. And I trade currencies, for the most part. I look at the Forex markets, and some of them right now are OTC. Many of them are not, but some of them right now are OTC. And it doesn't matter either way to me. Doesn't make a difference. Because regardless of what it is, the movement of the market is what I'm most concerned about. Understanding the movement is how I know I'll be able to be consistently profitable, no matter what. Doesn't matter what market it is. It doesn't matter if it's OTC. It doesn't matter what time of the day it is. It doesn't matter when it is. I know that if I observe and I study and I'm basically just in alignment with what the market is doing as far as its movement goes, I can trade successfully because I know to wait for the market to have behavior that is in alignment with the way that I want to trade. Does that make sense? See, it makes a lot of sense. This is why I said that these videos are going to be very powerful for you guys, because you're going to learn a lot just from me talking and giving commentary as I'm trading. Because you don't see me just jumping into a bunch of trades. That's not what I do. The whole purpose of this project is to grow the account through consistent trading. That's it. That's the objective. That is the goal. All right. This euro pound, I'm gonna keep an eye on. All right, let me come back to that. Yeah, euro pound don't have any momentum yet. Nope, not yet. It's trying to build it up, but it's just not there yet. And this New Zealand is looking a little interesting, but it's not quite there yet. Doesn't know what cycle it wants to be in just yet. All right, let me see if there's anything else up here. Nope, the four that I have up, that's it. These have the highest payouts right now. So okay. That's what we'll look at. This euro pound is still looking like it wants to develop, so we'll keep an eye on that. Let me place a little marker up here. Mhm. CAD yen is wiki. New Zealand is wiki also. Okay, CAD yen is wiki. Wiki, wiki, wiki. Wiki, wiki. That's what I mean about by wiki. A lot of reversal energy all in it. So it creates indecision in the movement. And when the market is indecisive, it can go either way for no reason. Like there's no particular reason why it ends up going one way or the other. So we don't like to be in the environment where that behavior exists. There are times when the cycle of behavior that's present is so strong that it will overwhelm that energy, but you need to know that that cycle is in strong enough. And of course, that takes time, it takes observation and patience. You got to wait for that. But the best way to deal with when the market has that reversal energy in it is to just stay out. Yep, stay out. That way you don't chance taking the loss, in that environment that you knew was there. Let's switch this. So we'll look at the New Zealand yen. New Zealand, US. Mm-mm-mm. Yep, just gotta wait it out. This Canadian looks interesting. It's pretty wicky, but I do see the cycle that it's in. Yep, I do see the cycle that it is in. Man, look at the wickiness. Yeah, the wickiness is winning this one. This is now you guys, I mean, you see why I stay away from certain behavior. When you know that it's wiki and it has that reversal energy in it, your best bet is to stay out. It just does all type of stuff. Sometimes the cycle of behavior that it is in overwhelms the reversal energy, but a lot of times that reversal energy wins. And that's how you get these candles with all these wicks on the top and on the bottom. Look, you got red wicks, blue wicks, blue wicks, red wicks, blue wicks, just wicks. Those wicks mean that the market was moving in one direction at first, then it reversed and went the other way and turned into whatever the color of the candle is. It's just wickedness, man. It's wickedness. Wicked. Yeah, so some people don't have the stomach to tolerate the movement while they're in a trade. And I totally get it. I understand. It's hard to stomach all the movement that's going on while you're in the trade. And then the movement that you needed comes at the end. Or if you're in the trade and you're winning it first, and the movement that you don't want comes at the end of the trade, cause you to lose. See, it can go either way. That's the whole point. So it's like, well, what do I do with those, Mark? Well, My advice is to stay out. Don't do anything. Just avoid being in the market when that type of energy is present. And you know when it's there. Just look at the wicks. When you got wicks on damn near every candle, market is letting you know that it's there. Yep. That's a fact. That is a fact. Another wick. Look at that. Yo, hold on. I got to step away for a second. All right, I'm back. See what's going on here. These markets are just uh, kind of all over the place a little bit. Just a little bit. CAD yen is very wicky. A lot of reversal energy in that market. And it's kind of persisting. Want to see if this New Zealand turns into something worthwhile. So we've been on here for 40 minutes already. I mean, you can see how the time just goes by very quickly. 40 minutes already. Damn. Yeah, New Zealand is starting to look a lot better. Still a little, still a little bit of stuff in it though that we don't want to see. But it's way less than CAD yen, for example. New Zealand yen is wiki still old as well. Wiki, wiki, wiki. All right, pulled up the Euro CAD, which is at a higher percentage. It's not at 80, which I prefer, but I mean, if need be, I'll do 75% if need be. This looks like it's attempting to do away with reversal energy that's there. The EuroCAD. And I would like for the New Zealand to do the same and do away with the reversal energy. But we got to keep watching and waiting. All right. New Zealand, what you got going on? CAD yen is an interesting character. Hmm. So I have my eye on this New Zealand yen. And this CAD yen I'll also keep an eye on. And this New Zealand USD is just not being decisive at all. Doesn't know what it want to do. I need more information here. So we need more time. Damn it, I was too late clicking over to this. I wanted to actually be in this one. It's cool though. It's cool. All right, this New Zealand is giving me some more info. New Zealand, US. Let's see. And this New Zealand yen still looks good actually as well. All right, I'm gonna go on silent for a moment. All right, so we've been on here for over an hour. Great observation. Great observation. Still have not found the behavior that I'm comfortable with entering on. So here we are still observing. So you guys pay attention to, when I'm moving between the markets and I'm moving between the charts, the way that the market's moving, because it's the movement of the market that will really set up whether or not it even makes sense to be in a trade. So if you're not seeing me enter into any of these, trade setups, quote unquote, it's because the movement just is not there yet. The movement that I'm comfortable with, which is stable, more decisive movement. So you get a really, really good opportunity to have some good insight into what I actually look for and also what I'm looking at just by looking at these videos. So just watch them all the way through. All right. All right. Going on silent again. All right, so that one worked out well. That was on New Zealand yen. And I'm actually going to see if I can get into another trade, because if you missed the beginning of the video, I actually entered into a trade accidentally. I clicked in and did not mean to do it, but I was moving around. Yo, hold on one second. Yeah, I was moving around on the chart trying to get things prepared for the video, and I clicked over here on something and it clicked me into a trade, and the trade lost. So anyway, I'm going to just remain patient and see if another opportunity presents itself while I'm on here. So that'll count to as the actual fourth trade. Well, actually, no, the fifth. Yeah, what am I saying? So this actually represents trade number 5 for the 2X project. Yeah, so it'll represent the 5th trade, because I don't want to throw off the count and I don't want to throw off the balance. So that accidental click in, it kind of threw things off a little bit, but not really. But it kind of did though. So, but it's nothing that we can't handle. All right, so I'm just gonna keep my eye on things and just wait. Just remain patient and wait. Yeah, so on this New Zealand, it's in a pretty clear cycle of behavior. Even though there is still, reversal energy present, but I could see just through observation that the reversal energy is subsiding somewhat. So that's what gave me confidence um, to even enter into a trade during this time. So, reversal energy is something that is, it's just something you got to deal with. I suggest that you don't deal with it at all as far as trades go, and you wait until it subsides. Well, Mark, what's reversal energy? The wicks on the candles. When you see a lot of wicks on all of the candles, the market's letting you know that there's a lot of reversal energy present, because the wick means that the market went up there first. For example, like this is a red wick and it's long. So when this candle closed and this one opened, the market was up here first. It was up here and it was blue. But by the time the 1 minute was up, it came all the way back down here and it was red. So when you see these red wicks, it means the market went up first and then ended lower. When you see the long blue wicks, it means the market went down first and then ended higher. So you have to be mentally prepared to deal with that type of movement while you're in a trade, if you decide to trade during that behavior. So when that behavior is prevalent in the market, you got one or two choices, one of two. You're either going to participate and deal with that reversal energy, or you're going to wait for that reversal energy to subside and wait for more stable movement. Those are your options. So my recommendation is to wait. Don't even trade during that type of energy, because you probably don't have the stomach for it, like at all. So just chill out and relax. Yep, just chill out and relax, man. Because remember, the market ain't going nowhere, so we're not rushing to get into a trade. We're just waiting. We are just waiting. Yeah, see, this CAD yen is also in a cycle, but it also has the reversal energy. I call it wickiness, or even a better word for it is wickedness, because it tear your ass up, and it ain't good. So it's wicked. Getting your ass toe up is not good. Look at that. Look. I want y'all to see it in real time. Look at this. See, it was clearly red. The market was down here, and right towards the end, it came all the way back up here and started turning blue, and then it came back down a little bit and ended red. Do you want to be in a trade with that type of movement going on? I'm just saying. This is the movement that's happening right now. Just look at it. It's going up. Just now, it did it. It came right back down. Now it's making another push up. Who the hell knows where that movement is going to end up at? That's the danger of reversal energy. So you got to just be careful, man. If you're going to engage, be careful. You have to look at other things and consider other factors if you do engage. That's why we look at all of the different cycles of behavior that are going on at the time, because you need to be in some type of a cycle that's more powerful than the reversal energy that's going on. Meaning that you have to have behavior back up your trade. Because if you're depending on the movement to back it up, if there's reversal energy that's present in the market, how's that going to back up what you're doing? You're making a decision for one direction. So if the market's going up and down, moving back and forth, how can that back up your decision? That's powerful right there, man. Wow. Dom DeMarco. Dom DeMarco. I had to give myself a Don DeMarco for that. That was hard. Telling y'all, man, all type of jewels and nuggets are coming out of these videos. That's why y'all got to watch them all the way through. I need to turn the fan on in here. Hold on a second. All right. So this New Zealand is attempting to do away with the reversal energy, but it's still there. Still there. You can see it. Look at look at the wicks on the candles. You can still see it. It's still there. But it is trying to stop doing it. It is. Yep, it definitely is. Yeah, matter of fact, let me move this over. Let me look at this overall real quick and see if it's ready. Hmm. New Zealand yen is still in a cycle. Candles are looking better. Not as wicky. Let's see this New Zealand. See what's going on here. All right, so New Zealand still does not know exactly what it wants to do. It is trying to decide, but it's not quite there yet, but it is getting there. So that's at the top of my list. And we're going to keep an eye on the CAD yen, see what this starts to turn into. All right, CAD yen, what you going to do? Come on now, you got to clean up your act. Yeah, see, the movement is not there yet on these markets, so it's just a matter of waiting, being patient. You have to discipline yourself to allow the market to do what it is doing for however long it needs to until the behavior that you want to be present finally comes. I'm sure that the behavior that you want is not reversal energy. It's not that. You don't want to be in the market when you enter a trade going in one direction and the market goes that way first and then reverses and you end up losing the trade. You don't want to be in a trade like that. Therefore, when that movement exists, don't trade. See? You don't even want to be in a trade where the market goes against you first and then afterwards it goes in your direction and you win the trade. You don't want to be in that either. Well, I don't care. I don't care if as long as I win. But what happens when you don't win? What's your reaction going to be when you don't win that trade? See, that's the question. And that's why you have to develop the mindset properly, because if your thought process is, oh, well, as long as I win, I don't care, then you're going to have really big problems mentally when you don't win and emotionally. And it's all going to lead to just chaos. Believe me when I tell you, you're just going to be a wreck. You're not going to know what you're doing. You don't know why you're doing it. Next thing you know, you're trading out of revenge and trying to get back the market. And then the next thing you know, you don't know what you're doing at all. So don't do it, man. Don't do it. Man, these videos are powerful. This stuff is really remarkable. It really is. Yep. New Zealand yen. No, sir. New Zealand dollar. No, sir. CAD yen. No, sir. Let me see if there's another market that has a higher payout. Must be the euro pound. Yeah, the euro pound. What we got here? What do we have here? Whoa. Is this market even moving? I don't know what's going on with this market. Yeah, let me not even play around with it because it's not moving at all. All right, let me pull up something else. Aussie CAD. Wow, this looks like it's doing the same thing. All right, let me leave these alone. I don't know what's going on with those markets, but they're not moving. So we're going to leave those alone. All right, so this New Zealand yen, let's keep an eye on this. Let's keep an eye on this one. Let's see. We set a marker up here. All right, we want to see some clean behavior. Let's go. Let's go. All right, definitely going to keep an eye on this New Zealand. Without a doubt. I'm going to keep an eye on that. That one is at the top of the list now. New Zealand yen. And the New Zealand dollar, maybe this one is shaping up too. So let's keep an eye on this one. Put a marker right there. All right, New Zealand. All right, let's see if these New Zealand yen looks good. Yeah, it does. It looks good. I'm still gonna wait though. Still gonna wait on this one. Yep, still gonna wait. All right. All right, going on silent for a minute. So we've been on here for what? An hour and 33 minutes. Wow, the longest observation thus far. Longest one. All right, well, it is what it is. So this is trade number 5 for the 2X project. I'm going on silent for a moment. Y'all sit tight. All right. So if you guys were paying attention, they just removed the Aussie CAD. They removed liquidity from the market, and you saw the chart just disappear. It just happened. It just happened. I think it was the Aussie CAD, or was it? No, I'm sorry, not the Aussie CAD, the New Zealand yen. So they removed liquidity from different markets at various times throughout the day. So it's just something that you need to be aware of. They just did that just now at 3:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So now you click on the New Zealand yen, you see that there's no chart there, and it lets you know that it's not available at the moment. So basically, they remove liquidity from some of these markets at different times throughout the day. So you'll definitely just want to be aware and pay attention to what's going on the charts. Don't just be on here, willy nilly and just not paying attention to what's going on and, looking for trades and that's it. Pay attention to what's happening, especially on the markets that you are observing. This is another reason why I like to move through the markets, just periodically. You see me kind of scanning through the different pairs, the different markets. So just something to be aware of. Another one of the many things on this platform that you need to learn. All right. All right. So we've been on here for an hour and 45 minutes. Wow, this is going to be one of the longest recordings that I have for this video series, but it is okay. I don't care how long it runs. I honestly don't. Unless I have to leave and do something, I'm going to stick around and observe until I ultimately do end up being in a trade that I'm comfortable being in because I've observed behavior for long enough to know that the behavior is conducive for the trade that I'm going to be in. And that's just it. That is just it. So we are trained and we are conditioned to wait. We're trained and conditioned to observe. This conditioning is something that you must have if you want to trade at the professional level. You got to have it. So it is what it is. Okie doke. So I believe at the very beginning of the recording today, you didn't get a chance to see what the balance was from the previous recording for trade number 4. I think it was 272. I did enter into a trade today that was an accidental click in, lost that trade, so I lost $25, but I got a portion of that back, so I'm just short of about $5 from where I should be, but it's cool. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Stuff happens, and it just is what it is. This New Zealand is looking good now, so I'm going to continue to keep my eye on this. Hopefully, this will manifest into something because I do like how this looks right now. Yeah. So it's $5 short of what it should be, and that's because of the accidental click in from when I first came on the actual recording, and then I ended up being in a trade that partially made up for that accidental loss, and now I'm just waiting for an actual trade to set up for me so that I can count that towards trade 5, because I'm not counting the entry that I took a little while ago towards trade number 5 because the balance is still what it was from the last trade. So for purposes of the project and purposes of the video series, I'm just sticking it out. All right. So, but we may get something soon enough. So we'll see what goes on. Patience. So this recording definitely will show you how much patience is necessary when you're observing and ultimately when you're trading on this platform, and really when you're trading on any platform. Um, you need to develop patience and discipline, and that's just it. Like it's not an optional thing. I don't know why people think that it's okay to not be, patient when you're waiting for the market to look the way that it should in order to back up your trade. I don't understand that. I still don't get it. I don't know why people do that, but some people still do that. But hopefully through these videos, recordings, through these series that I put together, you really learn that you have to develop the necessary patience and discipline to be successful in this industry. Period. It's not an option. You just have to become patient, and that's it. That's it. So learn how to be patient, man. Let the market give it to you, because trying to take it doesn't work. At least it doesn't work over the long term. That's a fact. But the market is very generous when you wait. So we just wait it out. We just wait it out. So I'm hoping that this New Zealand develops into a behavioral cycle and actually presents a trade simultaneously. And we'll see if it does. We'll know if it does, and we'll be in the trade. And of course, if it does not, we'll continue to observe and to wait. And that's it. All right. So I'm going to go on silent again. Y'all just sit tight. All right. I had to step away for a second, but that one was very nice. Patience, patience, patience. So that wraps it up. So this represents trade number 5. And we need applause for today. This was almost 2 hours. Literally an hour and 57 minutes we're at right now. An hour and 57 minutes.
I'm focused, man.
For real. So I tip my hat off to myself. But see, this is business as usual for me. But what this is doing for you guys is it's giving you a chance to see what I do and how long I'll wait and how patient I am and how I won't get, distracted and I won't lose my focus. I just remain focused. I remain disciplined. I remain patient. The market is going to give it to you. So just wait. So that puts our balance at 289. So this is 5 trades in for the 2X project on QUOTEX. And there's more to come. Y'all stay tuned for the next video and y'all enjoy this one. 2 hours of pure fire.
Dom the Monko.
2 hours, man. That's hard. I mean, that is remarkable, I must say. All right, y'all. So I'm out. Y'all know what it is. Mark Fuller, Team Alliance. I will see you guys on the next one. Y'all enjoy this video. Make sure that you rewind to beginning and replay it. Watch it multiple times. None but jewels in here today. All right, y'all know what it is. Love, peace, and soul. I'm out.
Dom the Monko.